All right, so today's job is some shrub trimming. Got a bunch of shrubs around this property. I trimmed these before. Got one guy over there trimming those. And there we go, one done. And there we go, all done with these. All right, what's up you guys? So we're about halfway through this job, and I just wanted to give you some quick tips for shrub and hedge trimming. So the way I like to approach it is essentially start by kind of doing a rough cut. So go over everything, trim it, and then stop, take a rake all the loose stuff out, reevaluate it. Usually when you rake like that, it might pop some stuff that might have gotten laid down back up. So then I go over it again. So we're talking normally about anywhere from 1 to 3 times going over it. It all depends on how overgrown it is and what you're comfortable with. You know, if you've done it a lot and you kind of, especially if it's a shrub that you've already done before, so you know the shape, you know exactly, you know what you're going to be doing, you might be able to get away with less times, but there's nothing wrong with doing it a couple times more if you feel the need to. And basically, you know, kind of follow and chase the natural shape of the shrub. Now, in a situation where you might get shrubs that are really out of control, they should have been trimmed but have not been, and the customer wants to get them looking pristine again. The reality is sometimes once a shrub or hedge gets so far out of control, you're not going to get it looking as tight and clean as you would say something that has been consistently maintained on a year-to-year basis. So typically what you do is, or at least what I try to do, is I explain that to the customer. I say that, you know, we're going to do the best that we can to get it to a nice natural shape, and then you keep on top of it and kind of try to train it to go from there. So you might not get it looking like something that has been trimmed every year consistently and well maintained, but you can definitely take something that's overgrown and out of control and make it look a little bit more presentable. So I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. I know some arborists and climbers don't want to be bothered with shrubs or hedges. Me, I enjoy it because trimming is my specialty. So I'm gonna get back to this job, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Sometimes you gotta crawl behind bushes to get into the tight areas. If you're wondering what I'm using here, this is the steel KM130R. It's a multi-attachment head, so you can put a weed whacker on here. This adjusts to different angles. If you do shrubs or hedges and you don't have an extension hedge trimmer, you're shortchanging yourself. This is a lifesaver. Final product. Still gotta do the cleanup. And then we'll be back tomorrow to do those. We'll have to get the tops from the roof. And then all those. Last year when we were here, these bushes were going right up against the house, so we cleared them all out while being able to still preserve a pretty nice shaped shrub. And this is good to have clearance like this, because when it rubs up against your siding, obviously not only can it cause damage, but it can invite moss, insects. So if you can, try to keep some clearance.